Hi guys, Coach RJ here and welcome to our new episode of RJ's Math and Science Workshop where we learn as one and we learn with fun, okay? So, kumusta kayo lahat dyan? And I hope na masaya kayo and you're open for another learning about integral calculus. So, stay safe, stay tuned, and God bless you always. Have fun! So for our lesson today, we will talk about still continuing the basics of the integral calculus, and nung last video we have talked about some transcendental functions, and this time we will still continue transcendental functions, but this time trigonometric functions na po tayo. And there are a lot of rules for this transcendental function. Kasi 6 yung trigonometric functions and meron po silang certain combinations. So, papansin nyo, 10 rules yung ating trigonometric functions. So, before we discuss, I'm reminding you to subscribe my YouTube channel, please, and click the bell button for notifications, and share it to your friends who are currently taking integral calculus. Okay? So, let's start. So, I have assumed that u is equal to the function of x. So, it is differentiable function of x, okay? So, for this case, following rules will be satisfied. So, first rule, the integral or the integration of sine u with respect to u is just equal to the negative cosine of u plus c. Ma-observe ninyo sa rules is, it has a resemblance for the derivatives of trigonometric functions, diba? It has a resemblance in the sense na, diba, kung ano yung derivative ng sine, cosine. Kung ano yung derivative ng cosine, negative sine. For this case, yung sine naman po, mayroong negative na result. Kasi yung integration ng sine, it will be negative cosine. Kasi parang mapapansin yan sa pattern, diba? And for cosine, ang kanya namang integration is sine. So, hindi naman siya negative. So, napansin ninyo, di ba? So, let's continue. For the 10th rule, the integration of secant squared u du is equal to tangent u plus c. 11th rule, the integration of cosecant squared u du is equal to negative cotangent of u plus c. Then for the 12th rule, the integration of secant u times tangent u du is equal to secant u plus c. Then the 13th rule, the integration of cosecant u cotangent u du is equal to negative cosecant u plus c. And ito yung parang bago sa atin. Kasi dati ito lang yung nakukunan natin ng derivatives, di ba? But this time meron tayong bago. In which yung individual rules ng mga reciprocal and quotient trigonometric functions. Quotient in the sense that tangent u is quotient of sine and cosine, and cotangent u is the quotient of cosine and sine. Okay? This one is reciprocal because this is the 1 over cosine, this is 1 over sine. So their respective integrals will be ln of secant u plus tangent u plus c. For this one, we have the ln of cosecant u minus cotangent u plus c. And for this one, we have cotangent u du is equal to ln of sine u plus c. And for the last one, we have tangent u, for tangent u du, and our integral for that is negative ln of cosine u plus c. Okay? So, I will give you 5 examples kasi madami tayong kailangan i-handle dito na practice. Then, I will give you a quiz for you to practice on your own, and I will give the answer. So, ito na. Let's start for this example. So, kung meron kayong questions, guys, do not forget to comment. Okay? Don't forget to comment. And, syempre, subscribe and share to others. Okay? Number 1. The integration of sine 2ax dx. Wow! Sine 2ax dx. So, to get its integration, para mas madali, we will let u as 2ax. And du is equal to 2a dx. Just get the differential. So, makikita na natin yung kanilang basta yung values na inassume natin. And as you can see here, walang walang 2a dx. So, we divide both sides by 2a. So, that 1 over 2a du is equal to dx. So, for this case, we will just substitute the 2ax into u. And for this dx, we will substitute 1 over 2a du. Since this is a constant, ilalabas natin siya. So, this becomes 1 over 2a, the integration of sine u du. And the integration of this one is negative cosine. So, therefore, the final answer will be cosine u over 2a plus c. Ay, hindi pa pala kasi merong u. Merong u. So, we will revert back the value of u as cosine of 2ax over 2a, may negative pa po, plus c. So, this is your final answer. Diba? Ang dali lang. Sa first, first number pa yan. Let's go for the second example. Let's say we have the integration of sine x dx over cosine raised to 5x. Sorry, for x pala to, 4x. Sine 4x dx all over cosine raised to 5 4x. Okay? So, pansin natin yung nasa baba, yung denominator natin, mahirap siya kasi cosine raised to 5 4x. So, anong gagawin natin dito? Still the same, we will let u, pero yung pinakamadali na value ang ating ilalet u. Okay? So, just like this one, let u is equal to, since ang baba natin is cosine, therefore, cosine raised to 4x ang ating let u, ang ating u. So, ang differential lang u is negative 4 sine 4x dx. Napansin natin, walang 4 dito, di ba? Walang 4. So, therefore, divide natin both sides by negative 4. So, that it will become negative 1/4 du is equal to sine 4x dx. So, to solve this one, this becomes the integration of since this is sine x 4x, diretso na natin na substitute. So, this becomes negative 1/4 du all over u raised to 5. Kasi, for this case, this di ba ganito yan siya? Cosine 4x raised to 5. So, you just plug in u here. Then, this is a constant. So, ilalabas natin siya. So, this becomes negative 1/4. The integration of du all over u raised to 5. Then, papapansin natin this is the general rule. Or general power rule na nidiscuss natin sa first video. So, we will just transform this one into the law of exponents. So, magiging siya u raised to negative 5 du. Then, we apply integral. So, negative 1/4 times u raised to negative 4 over negative 4 plus c. Okay? And, for this case, we can plug in our u, which is cosine. Diba? So, and negative times negative is positive. Therefore, positive 16 na ilalagay ko sa baba. And this is cosine raised to negative 4x plus c. And take note, this is parang kung kung itatransform natin siya into normal, kung may fraction, this becomes 1 over cosine raised to 4x. Pero mas madali siya kung itatransform natin ito into its reciprocal resemblance or reciprocal value, which is secant. Secant raised to 4x all over 16 plus c. Okay? So, ganyan lang siya. So, if you have questions, you just, just comment. So, we go for the third number. It is important, guys, to memorize this, kung hindi nyo ma-memorize, just familiarize the process. masasanay lang din kayo dyan kasi may mga certain times talaga na mahihirapan tayo when we deal about methods of integration, which will higher na yan siya. Kaya natin nagsisimula tayo sa basics, okay? So, we go for our third problem. Sine cube y, or the integration of sine cube y all over 1 plus cosine y dy. Okay? So, ano gagawin natin dito? So, mahirap yung mahirap yung ating problem because yung denominator natin binomial. So, hindi tayo usually makakaseparate. So, still, para hindi tayo mahirapan, we will use the u substitution. So, let u is equal to yung binomial para mas madali. So, 1 plus cosine y. And our du here is negative sine y dy. Okay? So, ito kayo, coach, kung isa-substitute natin itong negative sine y, wala tayong negative sine y dito, ano gagawin natin? Simple lang yan. Pwede nating i-factor out yung numerator. So, you will look for this one. So, this is sine squared y times sine y dy. Diba? Over 1 plus cosine y. So, mas madali siya, diba? Then, you can transform now your values. So, for this case, this is your, wait lang. Remember that this 1 over sine squared y has a equivalent of a Pythagorean identity. You recall in your basic trigo, diba? Or your pre-calculus. So, kailangan natin yun gamitin. So, diba, when you recall, sine squared y is just equal to 1 minus cosine squared y. Diba? So, we will substitute it here. And remember, when you look at this form, diba para siyang a difference of two squares? So, therefore, we can factor it out. Diba? Maka-factor out tayo. So, to factor this one out, this becomes 1 minus cosine squared y sine y dy over 1 plus cosine y. Okay? Then, after this one, we can factor this one out. So, this becomes 1 minus cosine y plus 1 plus cosine y. Sorry, times 1 plus cosine y. Then, sine y all over 1 plus cosine y. We cancel this one. Sorry, meron tayo mali dito. Dapat this should be minus. Okay? This should be minus. Okay? Sorry. Sorry for that mistake. Minus yung ating u, ha? Then, mawawala yung sign pagkuha natin ng differential dito. Then, for this one, nag-cancel man siya, we can say that this is the integral of 1 minus cosine y sine y dy. And we can plug in the u. So, the integration of this one will be u times, this is your du, so u du lang siya. Therefore, the integration of this one will be 1/2 u squared plus c. And the final answer will be 1/2 1 minus cosine y squared plus c. So, this can be your final answer. Other professors will say na expand mo yan, expand mo yan. Don't worry, use algebra for this one para may expand. Okay? So, ganun lang. So, we go for the fourth problem. Fourth problem. The integration of quantity tangent theta plus secant theta squared d theta. Papansin ninyo pa, bago-bago tayo ng mga values or yung mga ng variables natin, di ba? It is important na consistent tayo sa ating variables and yung mga parameters na ginagamit natin. Because once we're, napansin natin sa solution natin, nagamit natin ng theta at the first, pero sa gitna, gumamit natin ng x, meron na tayong mali dyan. So, be careful when you're doing your solutions in terms of this one, okay? So, dapat ano talaga, maging mapanuri tayo, mapagmatsyag at mapamangahas. Ano yan, matanglawin. Okay? So, ganun dapat tayo, guys. So, anyways, we continue this one. So, if we encounter this type of problem, again, ang sinasabi ko sa inyo, square of binomial. So, square of the first term, tangent squared theta, plus twice the product of the first term and the second term, plus the square of the last term. Okay? So, yan na yung yan na yung form. Take note, tangent squared theta can be expressed into another Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean identity. Sorry, di pa yung Pythagorean theorem ha. Pythagorean identity in trigonometry, which is tangent squared is equal to secant squared theta minus 1. Right? So, we can plug it in here. So, the integration of secant squared theta minus 1 plus 2 secant theta tangent theta plus secant squared theta d theta. Now, we can add this one. So, i-add natin. This becomes 2 secant squared theta. And let's separate na para mas madali. D theta minus, since this is 1, d theta na. Plus, integration of 2 secant theta tangent theta d theta. Then, use the rule of the constant. So, 2, the integration of secant squared theta d theta minus the integration of d theta plus 2, the integration of secant theta tangent theta d theta. Now, the integral of this one is tangent. So, 2 tangent theta plus, remember 3 terms sila, so therefore c sub 1 minus, integration of this one is theta. Hindi po x ha, kasi ang ginamit natin na variable is theta. So, minus theta plus c sub 2 plus 2 tangent, secant theta plus c sub 3. Is this our final answer? Hindi pa po. We will just, erase muna natin to ha. Ito dito. Combine all c's and combine na natin to. So, 2 secant theta plus 2 tangent theta plus c. Or you can factor out 2 if you want. Okay? So, the final, nakalimit ko yung data. So, this will be your final answer. Okay? In the arrangements, there are teachers and professors na very particular sa arrangements. For example, kailangan daw unahin ng sign bago ang cosine. Or kailangan daw unahin ng positive sign bago negative sign. It depends po sa sa perspective ng teacher. So, dapat maging, again, mapanuri kayo, maging matanglawin kayo, guys. Okay? So, dapat, ganun lang. Laban lang tayo. And, let's go for the last problem. Ito. Okay? Last problem tayo, guys. Our last problem will be, 16 nalalagay ko. 5 will be the integration of sine 2 theta d theta all over the square root of 5 minus cosine squared theta. So, anong gagawin natin dito, guys? First, mas madali again, kasi mahirap yung yung let yun natin yung mahirap. So, para mapadali natin yung equation. So, let u is equal to 5 minus cosine squared theta. Du natin is, this is constant, di ba? So, 0. Minus, the derivative of this one will be, sine theta, positive na. Kasi bakit negative sa labas, then negative sine 2 theta times 2, then d theta. Then du is equal to positive 2 sine 2 theta d theta. Okay, so mas madali siya. So, ang gagawin natin, since wala tayong 2 dito, we will just divide both sides by 2 para makuha natin. So, 1/2 du is equal to sine 2 theta d theta. Then, we plug in. So, this is 1/2 du over the square root of u. Diba? Then, after this one, lalabas natin yung 1/2. 1/2, the integral of du over the square root of u. Then, transform this one into rational, if possible. So, matatransform naman siya. So, this becomes u raised to negative 1/2 du. Then, power rule. So, this becomes 1/2 times u raised to negative 1/2 plus 1 over negative 1/2 plus 1 plus c. Then, you simplify, this becomes 1/2 times u raised to 1/2 over 1/2 plus c. We cancel 1/2, therefore, balik natin yung yung u. So, the final answer will be the square root, kasi the same naman siya kung 1/2. The square root of 5 minus cosine 2 theta, squared theta plus c. Okay? Oh, it should be 2 theta ha. 2 theta. So, ganun lang siya, guys. Okay? 5 minus cosine 2 theta. So, this is our final answer. Okay? So, thank you so much, guys, for listening. So, mayroon tayong quiz dyan. And don't forget to subscribe and share my videos to the others. Okay? Okay guys, thank you so much for viewing my videos. Subscribe to my channel and click the bell button for more notifications, okay? Thank you so much sa pagsubaybay sa ating Math and Science Workshop, guys. And shout out kay Mr. Patrick Jerome Martinez and Miss Janela Cambarian from Ateneo de Davao University, currently taking their BS Chemical Engineering. So hello guys, stay safe and God bless you always. And to your most precious beloved viewers there, thank you so much and have a great day. See you soon for the next videos.